back to my channel. Amy here with Organized Hobbit. We're going to look at my planners today. So, very excited to show you guys. I did ask over on Instagram which you guys would prefer to see. Art related stuff or planning related stuff. Wide margin wanted planning this week. So, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys my planners, how I've set them up. I'll get to this one in a second. And there will be a sort of add-on video coming up shortly. I'm hoping Friday, of what's in my planner pack, just because I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video and I don't want to make it too long for uploading or anything like that. So we'll possibly put that into a separate video for you guys, because I know a lot of people love to see what's in other people's planning packages. I guess pencil case is probably, I call it a planner pack, but it's like, it's a pencil case, like literally pencil case. Anyway, so this is my main planner. It's a slightly larger than A5 size planner. If you are curious, I'll just kind of show you guys. This is a new version of mine. It's the exact same thing on the inside. But just if you're curious, it did come from Walmart here in Canada. And this thing was $11. And let me tell you, for $11, I have not experienced like ghosting, bleeding, anything like that through this paper. Like, this paper is immaculate. Now, the only thing that kind of turns a lot of people off is the fact that the paper is slightly yellow, as you will see, or I guess not really yellow, it's a little bit more like a off-white, which doesn't really bother me much. The cover itself does change. It's just kind of one I slipped in, nothing too exciting. Yearly calendar on the side, got 4 years, so 18, 19, 20, 21. Gives you a little bit of nice info in the front on how you can use it, and I left this kind of page blank so you guys could see how the layout is before we start going through. So basically, it's an undated planner, but one of the things that I really like about it is the fact that it is undated, first of all, but here you can kind of control your dates. So, you know, if you know you have a very busy 3 days, you could use this and just have, you know, your 2 pages be your 3-day layout, or this could be purely collections, and this could be your day on a page or day on 2 page, so on and so forth. You have nothing but options, and I love that, because so many planners force you into one box of a day on a page or day on 2 page, and a lot of undated planners do the same thing. You know, they're undated, yes, but they're not giving you a lot of flexibility in terms of usage. So I really like that about this. So I obviously really like this planner, if you can't tell. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of flip through, show you guys. You can kind of see how things change. One thing that I have done this entire time is use Crayola Super Tips to highlight my pages. I'm working with a few different marker sticker things, which you will see in my planner pack video or pencil case video. How I've laid out stuff has kind of changed a little bit. Some of this stuff is blocked off just because it's not things that you guys need to see, but you can see how the style of it has changed. I was habit tracking for a while. Up here I did do a little sort of tab because I'm trying to record what I'm reading now. I had this kind of as a blank space after this week's go through, so I went back and turned it into a collections type of page. I'm really trying not to be too specific or worrisome about how my layouts and stuff look, mostly because I don't really think that it's as necessary as a lot of people do to post this kind of thing on Instagram. I'm not really doing that anymore, and I've been a lot happier since doing it. I'm going to have a video on that, I think, eventually, but for now, just showing you guys my flip through. But you can kind of see as time went on, I've gotten a little bit more, not brazen, but, and this page here, for whatever reason, I think I pulled too hard on the seams here when I was pulling it, because I was trying to correct something, and I'm really worried that page is going to fall out, so I didn't do anything on these pages for the sake of not having anything to worry about there. But again, and I've been really enjoying blocking off. You'll kind of see it on each page, blocking off. So this is my, like, still a part of this week scheme. And then this is going to be for, like, if I need note pages and stuff like that. So sometimes the pages don't get used as well. Sometimes they really do. Last week I made this super, like minimal effort 52-week savings challenge. It's actually $88 finally. But I always kind of go further because I find that when I start saving, I get on a roll. So I really want to I guess, emphasize the importance of saving because I've been spending so much money. So, got to get back to saving. And then finally this week. So again, just kind of, this is how I've been setting it up. One of the things that did change from the couple of weeks to this week is I have stopped my habit tracker other than hydration, just because I found myself doing the things anyway and not needing to track it, so it wasn't such a big focus other than hydration, which I am always really bad about, making sure I'm drinking enough water. Again, marking off my day, my months, or my month and my days. I did change this from a social media sort of area to a next week area. My schedule, things that are important in this week, I'll just kind of mark off with the day and then what it is and when. To-do list, and then again, this is going to be a collections page because I don't need something that references to this week, and I just used a little bit of my stickers to block off some of that stuff. It's not pretty, but I don't really care. It doesn't have to be. And that's basically it in here. All of the pages are the same for the most part, other than one in the back where you do get your important notes, and conversion chart here in the back for different types of lengths and weights and volumes and areas and stuff, which can be useful information. I don't really need it. One thing I will mention is this does come with a ruler. I have since cracked mine, and it wasn't the fault of the ruler or anything like that. I just literally ran over it with my chair. So this is what it looks like if you're curious. It did come just back here, and it is meant to be a page finder, but I prefer to use my little bookmarks because they're magnetic and they connect to the page. I don't have to worry about stuff falling out and all that jazz, but that's really exciting. And my main pen is this little succulent pen. I really like these like super cheap Japanese style, like really thin pens. I enjoy them so much, and I have quite a few pens. Like if you've seen my pen collection, you'd be like, what is wrong with you? But I'm trying to get through it, so I'm just grabbing pens that fit to my current scheme. I'm not doing any color coding or anything like that right now. At least not in here anyway. So, yeah. That is that planner. And then this little guy. So this is a personal size planner. This actually came from my local dollar store. And I was like, I can't even tell you how floored I was when I saw this planner. It was $12 Canadian. So, I mean, it was actually more expensive than this one. But this is refillable, reusable, and I haven't been in a ring size planner probably since my Kate Spade days, and that was something like, I was 21 and I'm 26 now, so like 4 or 5 years since I've been in a ring planner. But when I saw this one, I saw the layout and the pages that were inside. I was like, okay, let's do this. I really wanted to have a planner designated purely to social media and projects that I can kind of work these two together. And if this one doesn't get touched for a couple of weeks because I don't have anything going on, I still have everything I need in the one planner, which was something that really bugged me before. If I was working on something, I'd have to go back to it and all this jazz. Now everything is in one, and if I don't touch it, it's not a big deal. So that was something that was really important to me, and I love the fact that it's magnetic and it snaps in because it's a little flower. Look how pretty it is, and look how nice that stitching is. Like, and it's not faux stitching either. Like, it's actually like going straight through. Like, and for a dollar store planner, I was like, damn. But anyway. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention about how amazing this planner is. So one thing I really hate about a lot of planners is when your pages kind of get stuck to the side there. But this planner actually comes with these little patches here. And one thing I noticed, because I did automatically put in dashboards and stuff to mitigate that. This one came with the planner, and this was one that I'm pretty sure I got from Shannon Janine on Etsy when she was like, she lived in my city, so like, you know, sharesies. But yeah, and it's not necessary because these actually completely do that, so amazing. But anyway, over on the side here, I just keep some sticky notes. This was set up last week, so I haven't really got much into it other than setting up September, just as an FYI. There is a pocket here in the back, and then the 2 pockets here. I just have some little Hello Kitty sticky notes and these flower ones because they match the whole color scheme. Then my dashboard, and then I have this kind of, I think it wasn't a Filofax one. I don't really know who made this sort of thing. Actually, maybe it came with Recollections. Maybe. I don't know. And then a little Project Life cards, some Martha Stewart dewdrops, and then some more of those stickers by Shannon Janine. I really like them because, again, this is going to be for my social media slash projects sort of thing. So having this all in here is really exciting. This one sheet never likes to go back in. Okay, we'll put these back in later. It never likes to go back in. Nice. And then this came from a Relections. I'm using it kind of just to separate some of the stuff before we get to the calendar portion. So this is kind of like my master to-do list. And these are inserts that came with the planner. Very, very nice paper. Like, I don't know if you can tell from like the thickness of paper when you flick it, but it is a very nice thickness to the paper. Like, no bleeding again. Like, and one thing that I did actually really like about it is the paper kind of matches. It's a slight bit darker than my planner, but they're pretty close. So I was really happy about that. And then this here is a brain dump section. And these are actually inserts that came from the Recollections when they sold like their planners and stuff like that. They're like the booklets. And I just took some of the pages that I had in my other one and just put them in here. These dividers came with them. They're just kind of like cheapy sort of cardboard, but that's okay. Really doesn't bother me. I will eventually probably put some headers on them, but I haven't yet. And again, it's a 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 calendar. I mean, we're almost done 2020, blah, 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 blah. We are almost done 2019 and we're going into 2020, but I figured I'd leave it in here because it's good reference for the rest of the year and next year. So, and then we go into our month. This is a bookmark I made forever ago. It's very bad. It's made with, that like, it's not like actual real, because you can see like it's literally falling apart. It's not made of the real sort of laminate. It's like that self-adhesive, but I kind of set up my monthly pages just with how I kind of want my month to go when I'm out and doing my social media stuff, purely focusing on my social media in the calendar portion of this planner. I may, if I find the need, do a separate calendar for projects each month. I don't think I'm going to need to though, so I haven't thus far. But one thing that I am doing is in the same kind of calendar section, I'm using some of the note pages that came with this. And I am going to do a review where I show you guys all the stuff that came in with this dollar store planner. So if you want to know like that kind of thing, just wait because I will show you guys that in a separate video. But I've tabbed off this little area and then I have my September 2019 project social media planning for October. So just a sheet to kind of start that kind of thing so I can prep myself for October. And I'm putting a focus on my projects and stuff. This is a section that's going to be my social media notes. So if I do need to do any write-ups for my videos, that will be what this is. Next section is going to be project prep and sort of organization. And anything like in regards to planning out projects, you know, future or current will be in there. And then I haven't fully decided what I want to do for the last two sections. That's kind of where I'm still at in terms of if I want to do a little bit of an expanding on my project section and do a more in-depth sort of thing. Because I do, like I said, have my master list and my brain dump. And this is purely just for getting in the nitty-gritty of the notes and stuff for that. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to do anything like that in here. Haven't fully decided that. But those are the last two dividers. And there is a little, is it a flyleaf? Is that what these things are supposed to be called? It's been so long since I've used a ring bound. I think it's a flyleaf in the back. But again, not really necessary because these beautiful little patches of fabric keep it all bound. There is a pocket here and then a larger pocket in the back where I just have some note sections which I think came from the Target dollar spot. And then finally another one of those cheap little Japanese pens that are super cute. I actually got this as a freebie in a sticker package like probably 6 years ago. So I've been holding on to this because it was my favorite pen and I didn't realize how easy it was to find these pens. So anyway. But I am loving it. It all fits together super wonderfully. And basically what I do is when I'm starting my planner for this week, I will reference this and then use this to kind of set up some of my stuff to do in my main planner. And they've been working really well so far. Like I said, I've only just recently started setting it up. So there is definitely still a lot to work out in terms of kinks and stuff if something doesn't work. But yeah, that is my planners. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below. Check out my social media. Hit the like and subscribe because then you'll be able to see what's in my little planner package, pencil case thing. And I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you as always. It's really great to do a video with you guys. Bye!